Hello, family. Welcome back to Flowing Oil Podcast. Drum rolls. So yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, like the last time I recorded the podcast was 2023. Like yeah, when Anchor started doing some shit, and I was like, God, I'm not cut out for this. I have to run away. So it's good to be back, and I'm back because I did something on my WhatsApp status yesterday. I did a voice status talking about clitoral play, and I enjoyed the flow. I was like, okay, so why can't I just continue doing this? So yeah, welcome back to Flowing Oil, where we engage in erotic yet pure conversation. Yes, it can be erotic and pure, especially if you are a church girly like me. So in this space, we serve unfiltered conversations on faith, intimacy, sex, foreplay, romance, and everything in between. And if you are wondering, who is this lady? My name is Olubusola. I'm a nutritionist. I'm a sex educator. I love talking about sex. I'm a woman of God. So today you can decide to pick the title that suits this topic. Let's say sex educator. Yeah. And I'm still talking to my church folks, so I don't know. Today we're going to be talking about something very, very, very important. The orgasm organ. Yeah, the orgasm organ. Everybody knows, like, it's no longer news that most ladies do not reach orgasm, especially during penetration. And they have sex. So why are you having sex when you are not enjoying it? Like, why? And if you grew up in purity culture like myself, you will know that most of us, we believe negative stuff about our body. Yeah, we have this negative relationship with our body, whereby we feel any sign of pleasure, like we believe we shouldn't feel pleasure. Like, so I understand if any lady comes to me and says the clitoris is a sin, like, I know where that person is coming from, because yeah, I know where that person is coming from. But today I'm going to be demystifying a lot of things. And another thing, I asked the guys on my contact list what, like, I uploaded an image and I asked everybody what this image was, and all the guys on my contact were like, oh, I don't know, what is this? All of them even had to say, let me go and ask AI. Wow. That is like, how are the ladies in your life coping if you do not know what the clitoris is? And even the married ones, like, you guys are there having legalized sex, yeah, and why don't you know where or what the clitoris is? Like, why? So let's dive right in. Let us set the tone. So in church spaces, sex talks usually revolve around don't have it, don't touch it, don't think about it, don't do it, do this, do that, and all that. And when we finally say, okay, you're married, the legalized sex begins. There is often no practical conversation after. Like, in churches, they don't talk about sex in church. They only give us rules and regulation. And when you now finally get to have sex, you do not know what to do. And another thing is that all the negative, because if you grew up in church, I will say it and I will say it again. If you grew up in church, if you grew up in purity culture, everything you've learned about sex will be about sex negativity. Yes, and if you all your life believe negative stuff about sex, there is no way you are going to leave that information a night before your wedding, and then after your wedding you're like, oh, I'm going to enjoy sex. No, it doesn't work that way. You cannot believe negative stuff about sex all your life and now think that, oh, now that you're married, everything will just be good. No, it doesn't work that way. So it is even while you are waiting, it is very, very, very important to make sure that you are exposed to positive information about sex. Yes, sexual knowledge doesn't necessarily give permission for sexual activity. You need to be a sexually intelligent being. And being a child of God does not automatically translate to you being sexually intelligent. There is a body of knowledge that teaches you how to be a sexually intelligent child of God. Yes. And to my church girlies, God wants you to have sex. God wants you to enjoy sex. The clitoris is in your body for pleasure. So you don't need to shy away from it. You don't need to think it is sinful. You don't need to feel ashamed of it. No, it is your body. It is yours. And God is interested in your sexual life. The clitoris is on the vulva. Another thing that even shocked me yesterday was that most people do not know basic body anatomy. Like, why should you be having sex with someone that does not understand your genitals? This is even to both genders. Like, why are you sexually involved in someone that does not understand basic genital anatomy? Why? If your partner does not understand your anatomy, please, there is no way they are going to please you sexually. There is no way they will do it. So, you yourself, the owner of the genital, know your anatomy. And also, know your partner's genital anatomy. And please fix this information like according to your gongolarity. According to your, how can I put it? According to the stage of life you are in. Yes. Because I'm not going to be saying married people, single people, please just fix yourself where you are. Fix yourself where you are, because the fact that you are not married does not mean you shouldn't know these things. So that's for that. Yeah, so what is the clitoris? The clitoris is God designed. Let me start from there before we now move to science definition. But sincerely, God created the clitoris. I think we need to start reminding ourselves that it is pleasurable. It doesn't mean that God did not create it. God created the clitoris. The clitoris is a small sensitive organ that is located at the top of the vulva. So this is the point where you bring out a mirror, you put off your panties and spread your legs. Yes, ladies, spread your legs and check out your clitoris. I know that. For those of you that don't know what the clitoris is, now that you spread your leg in front of a mirror, now take your finger, index finger, and start touching. The most sensitive part is your clitoris. So yeah, the clitoris is a small sensitive organ located at the top of the vulva, and its only function is to provide sexual pleasure. Now imagine the only organ that is meant to provide sexual pleasure. Your partner does not know where this organ is located. Your partner does not know how to place this organ. Like, so what have you guys been doing? So it contains thousands of nerve endings. Making it the most sensitive part of a woman. And the fact that it is pleasurable does not mean that you guys will still not do rubbish and make it painful. Yeah. So it's not even enough to just touch and do so. You need to understand how to do these things. And when you're comparing it to the penis, the part of the penis that is as sensitive as the clitoris is the frenulum. Now, guys, do you know where your frenulum is? And for the ladies, do you know where the frenulum is located in the guy's genital? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section. So, as I was saying, it is God designed. It has over 8,000 nerve endings. And its primary purpose is pleasure. It is not a sin. It is not dirty. It is God's design. It is God's gift for you. Yeah, your clitoris is God's gift to you. And what you do with your clitoris is your gift back to God. Because God is interested in your sexual pleasure. He is. God created all things. And He created everything to give Him pleasure. So come on. In addition to having legalized sex, you also want to make sure that the sex you are having is making God happy. Yeah. Yes. And in case you want to bite me, you shouldn't be having sex that is not giving God pleasure. You shouldn't be having sex that God is not happy about. But most married people that they would have legalized sex, that just having sex anyhow, that is not sex that is not making God proud. Like, excuse me, what are you guys doing? Really, what are you guys doing? Ignoring women. Like, oh my good God. So please. So we've talked about the clitoris. We've defined the clitoris. The clitoris is not just. I uploaded an image on my WhatsApp status, and I believe that with that image, we already have a better understanding of what the clitoris entails. It is not just this tiny dot that you see. No, it is beyond that. It is the larger part of the clitoris is actually internal. You can go online and search the clitoris. You see a more explanatory image where the tiny button is just what you see outside. The other part is just the tip of the iceberg. Why internally it extends like wishbones wrapping around the vaginal canal. Unrelated, but do we know that the vulva has 3 holes? Yeah, the clitoris, the urethra, and the vagina opening. You don't see the vagina, you only see the vagina opening. The vagina is inside. That's for the guys that will be listening to this. Yeah, so the clitoris is the only organ in the human body designed purely for pleasure. I already said that. And when stimulated, blood flow increases. And what is erection? What is arousal without blood flow? No. So it's for you to be aroused, you need to make sure that your blood is flowing well. And if you are not eating healthy food, your blood cannot flow well. That is why I'm in your life as your nutritionist and as a sex educator. You cannot escape me. So when the clitoris is stimulated, blood flow increases, arousal rises, lubrication improves, and orgasm becomes possible. In short, it is a power button God gave women. The clitoris is the power button God gave women. So, how do you please the clitoris? How do you engage in clitoral play with your partner? Number 1, you want to fix your mindset. Hello, church folks. Oral sex is not a sin. Can they hear at the back, or should I scream louder? Should I? Oral sex is not a sin. I did not know if you get that. But yeah, I know that in church we've always believed that. They've always told us. Do you know that most of us grew up with sex beliefs from the church? Like our sexual values, we got them from the church, and we did not even question most things. And even when we find these things difficult, we do not know how to question things that we've learned growing up. Like we just take things in, garbage out. We are not questioning anything. We just, okay, this person said this, and I am going to do this. That does not make you an intelligent person. You want to know what sex means to you personally. What does sex mean to you personally? What does sexual pleasure mean to you? What does giving pleasure mean to you? What does receiving pleasure mean to you? Like, what is your belief? What are your sexual values? What are your sexual beliefs? What are your sexual boundaries? What does rape means to you? No, there's nothing like what rape has general definition. So there's nothing like what does rape means to you. Before people start telling me what I don't want to hear. So you want to actually form your sexual blueprint. Yeah. Not just what your pastor has said. Your pastor can be speaking from different places. But you yourself, get your paper and write out your sexual blueprint. Who are you sexually? So that somebody will say, do this. And you're actually struggling to do it, and you feel you are doing it because a pastor said, come on, break free from that sexual bondage in the name of Jesus. So yeah, you want to. Oral sex is not a sin. Whatsoever it is that happens between yourself and your partner is personal to you. It is your partner's business. It is not our business. In as much as they are not harming your partner, in as much as they are not harming anybody around you, it is your business. And even as much as I said that oral sex is not a sin, you also want to make sure that it's something that your partner is comfortable with. You want to have that conversation. You want to have that conversation with your partner. Because within marriage, sex is what you and your partner enjoys. You are ministering to your partner sexually. And if you're ministering to your partner sexually, and if your partner is not being ministered to, like they're not enjoying your ministration, please change the topic, change something, do something else. And if your partner is craving oral sex, and you're not giving your partner oral sex, like what kind of ministration is that? So As couples, you want to make sure you are on the same page with your partner regarding oral sex, because clitoral play is largely oral sex. Yeah, you are going to be using your tongue and all that. You're going to be using your tongue on your partner's genitals. So communication important. Oral sex can be an act of service, intimacy, and mutual delight. Be intoxicated always in your love, and it's not even about duty. Come on, do it for your pleasure. So there are some guys that does clitoral play for their own pleasure. Like they just love it. They love the sight of. They love this. The vulva has a smell, and no, it doesn't smell like flowers. It doesn't smell like perfumes. It doesn't smell like fragrances. It has a smell, and it is unique to everybody. Although your smell can be affected by different things, your diet, your lifestyle, your hygiene level, and all that, but a clean vulva has a smell, and it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell like flowers. No. So, as I was saying, there are some guys that eat. I said something one time ago. I said, if you want to know someone that eats well, if you want to know someone that will eat, I don't like that one that using big language. If you want to know someone that can please you sexually using their tongue, watch the way they eat normal food. Because somebody cannot be rushing hot ever and think that they will be able to please you sexually. They will bite you. They will bite you and give you bruises. They want to know someone that will please you sexually, especially in the area of giving you head. Watch how they eat, how they savor the taste, the flavor, how they are so interested in the physical fold. Yeah, so that's for that. So to my church brothers, oral sex is not a sin. No, it is not. Tell that lady to spread her legs and feast on it. Feast on it, brothers. Yeah, so feast on it. Come on, take her to heaven and let God welcome her. Oh, welcome, good and faithful servant. But it is not your time. You just have to spend a little time here, then go back to the earth and fulfill my purpose for your life. Yeah, so brothers, how do you please the clitoris? Number one, communicate. Like, talk to your partner. Both of you should talk about everything. Talk. And when I say talk, it doesn't have to be dirty talks. I don't believe in dirty talks. Like, no dirty talks. And I say, you are not like dirty talks. But talk, communicate. Say the real thing. Like, engage in real sex conversation. Ask yourself questions. Be real with each other. Talk about what pleasure means to your girl. Talk about what receiving pleasure means to her and how you can please her. Communicate with everything that you have, with your eyes, with your mouth, with your tongue, with your hands. Just make sure that you can interact with your partner using different signals. Another thing you also want to do is to up your hygiene level, especially for the guys. And if your woman smells bad, like I said earlier, the vagina has a smell and the vulva has a smell and it doesn't smell like flowers. If you're not comfortable with the way she smells, you want to also communicate with her, like talk to her. You smell this way and I don't know if you are aware, stuff like that. Get a solution together. And ladies, be comfortable with the way you smell. Yes, love yourself enough to be comfortable with the way you smell. Love yourself enough to be able to smell yourself. And when you do not like the way you smell, fix it. Look for a solution to it. Fix it. And also, another thing you also want to do is learn your cues. When you are going down on your lady, learn her cues. Some women like circular motion, others side to side. Others like gentle tapping. You can use your fingers, your tongue, or toys. Toys doesn't have to be used for solo sex alone. It can be used for mutual sex. So you also want to bring in toys Another thing you want to do also is moisture. When it comes to oral sex, you need lots and lots of saliva. You need lots and lots of saliva. So yes, dryness kills the mood. So use. I don't say spit. I don't say spit on her. Ah, Jesus. I don't know. I don't say spit on her, but just make sure that there is enough saliva in your mouth to make sex is nasty. So don't do ew. Don't do that ew. Yeah, if you want to. Sex is a very, very nasty stuff. So and it's very, very vulnerable stuff. Yeah, so make sure that you have lots of saliva in your mouth just to make sure, just to please her and all that. And that you pay attention to her breathing, her body moving. Like let all these cues direct you on what you should do more, what you should stop doing, and all that. Don't attack it like a button. I don't say bite it. I don't say attack it like no. Be very, very slow. Be very because clitoral play is slow play. You need to be very, very slow. Be gentle. Be patient. Explore. Like use the tip of your tongue, the base of your tongue. Go circular, sideways. Like play around. Play like eat it for pleasure. Eat it and let it be giving you joy that you are doing something. Yeah, and for the ladies, how do you receive this clitoral pleasure? Because most times ladies who grew up in church are not comfortable with receiving pleasure. You want to intentionally tell yourself that you deserve this pleasure. Inform yourself that you are worthy of this pleasure. This pleasure is for you. God wants you to enjoy this pleasure. You are destined. So I know we've been conditioned to feel shame when it comes to enjoying sex, but intentionally, like renew your mind. If you need to write, if you need to stay in front of the mirror and say it to yourself, do it. If you need to write affirmations on how to break free from sexual shame, do it and read it to yourself every day. It is okay to receive. It is okay to scream. It is okay to let go of every iota of shame and just be in the moment, enjoying what your partner is doing to you. Another thing is you need to relax. You cannot enjoy pleasure if you are not relaxed. You cannot receive pleasure if you are not relaxed. So relaxation is key. Unclench your body. Breathe deep. Let go of performance. Be in the moment. To relax your muscles, you need to bring into your diet magnesium-rich food. So if you need to do that also, that is I'm in your life. I'm your nutritionist and your sex educator. So reach out to me. Oluwabusola, I need help. I don't know how to relax my body. We're going to fix your diet. We're going to fix your diet, your lifestyle. We are going to bring in exercise that will help to stretch your muscles, help to make you feel flexible, help to relax your muscles, and all that. So, relaxation is key. Sex is skill. You do not just have sex because you're already married and you say, okay, oh yeah, yes, I'm already married, I don't have sex. No. Sex is learned. Sex is a skill. Sex is hard work. So, you need to be intentional about your orgasm. Be intentional about your pleasure. Be intentional about receiving pleasure. Another thing you also want to do is guide your husband. Don't expect him to read your mind. No, teach him, guide him, use your words, your ends, your simple cues. Do these things together. Do it together. Let him know when you're enjoying it. Let him know when he's already becoming insensitive. Let him know when you're already feeling pains. Talk to him. And if you've never orgasmed before, don't panic. It's a journey of discovery. Be patient with yourself. Sex is a journey. Sexual intimacy with your partner is a journey. It is a journey that you keep getting better at the more you go. You don't reach the final stage of sexual intimacy. No. It's just like bulb of onions. It keeps opening up. There is no end to it. And so be patient with yourself. Let's just be playful. Not be pressured. Don't seek to perform. Don't seek to fake orgasm. Be yourself. Be yourself. Remember, pleasure is not a sin. It is a gift. You are not dirty for desiring it. You are not dirty for giving it. You are not dirty for receiving it. Learn to be open to receive pleasure. Like, don't cheat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. God didn't design the clitoris by accident. It is part of what you are meant to enjoy. Be naked and not ashamed. Be naked. Don't ignore your body. Listen to your body. Make love with your body. Make love to your body. Bring your partner into that journey. Come on. Couples embrace intimacy is ministry. Yeah, intimacy is ministry. So today we've unwrapped the clitoris, the orgasm organ. My prayer is that you don't just have the head knowledge, but that couples put into practice, communicating, exploring, and enjoying the gifts of God together. So if this episode blessed you, share it with someone who needs healing from shame. Subscribe, leave a comment, like, and let's keep sipping truth together. Thank you. I'm Olubusola, and I am so excited to be here.